welcome back for this week's weekly vlog. For those of you that are new here, my name is Kristen Langford. I am a pre-K teacher in Florida, and this week's theme is Halloween week, which is always a fun one. We sometimes in the past have skipped a letter of the week during Halloween week, but due to the hurricane, we don't want to get too far behind, so we are doing a letter a week instead of doing like a Halloween food activity and a show and share for Halloween, things like that. So anyways, as usual, on Monday, I'm going to show you the Play-Doh and the sensory. That way we can clean it up and not be worried about it. And I am wearing my Peace Out Pre-K shirt. Might be a little early for that. This is usually what we wear for like summertime. But it is Red Ribbon Week, so say no to drugs. And it's like hippie, peace, that's what it is, hippie. It's peace out, say peace out to drugs and bullying. So, of course, we had to wear our tie-dye, and all three of us are matching. It's super cute. All right, we got doubled up this week. We got some new Play-Doh cutting tools, so we are just keeping it in a separate bucket just because they're kind of big. And this is what we have for Play-Doh. These fun little toys, little snakes, some skeletons. These were from the Target dollar spot, I believe. Little vampire teeth, those spider rings we've used before, and then some fun Play-Doh colors, and then just Play-Doh cutters. Sensory is super fun this week. We have, there we go. We have orange rice, green little split peas, black beans, and then I found at Aldi these noodles. It's hard to focus on it, but there's pumpkin noodles, there's little spider noodles, bat noodles, super fun. And so we're just, when we're gonna clean this up, we'll take out all the little toys and we'll just keep the orange rice, the beans, and the split peas all together, and it'll be like our Halloween one. But yeah, they're really enjoying that. Obviously our little cauldrons, so they're kind of putting, you can see, they're like putting the noodles inside of there or dumping it out. I love this sensory bin. It is a little messy, but the kids love it. At art, we are still doing, you know, process versus product, but we got, a parent went through car line for like middle school, and she stopped at our pre-K line and was like, can you guys use this stuff? And gave us all these cute little foam crafts. I think this is supposed to be a ghost with a hat. So cute. They have, here we go. They have other ones too. A bat, and then they have all these that you can stick on, these little bones you can stick on, these little pieces, and it's just adorable. Here we go, this is what it's supposed to look like. So yesterday the kids made some of these at art, and they were just so cute. Quick update on how the tractor is coming along. Miss Sam is going to be using 2 liters to make pigs as well. This is supposed to start next week, but I haven't even started making the digital resources or anything, so I don't know if it's gonna start next week, but we're gonna try. Okay, so I have a couple minutes before they come inside, like 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna go over our math small groups real quick, and then later on I'll get to the literacy small groups. I also feel like I kind of go through the same things every week, but I want to keep it consistent, and if there's anything extra we can add it in there, but I hope it's helping you guys, giving you guys some ideas. I know this Halloween one probably isn't very helpful because it's a lot of Halloween themed stuff and you're gonna watch it after the fact, but maybe you can save some ideas for next year. Okay, so I'm using my lesson plan template again, and I'm doing this same activity as last week, but each week in math we're adding a new pattern. So since we do a quick little lesson for whole group, I feel like we need to keep our lesson direct for the whole week so that each kid can rotate through the small group as their like core learning. So last week it was A-B patterns. This week it's A-A-B. So same thing, I've got my counting cubes and my higher group. I told them that they could pick 2 colors, and we talked about like whatever your first color is gonna be, do you need more of that or do you need more of what your second color is gonna be? And then they got their groups and they built it. And then I also built one that was messed up and they had to help me fix it. Kind of that like higher order thinking with the colors they chose. Then for my youngest group, we actually went away from the cubes because I feel like, you know, you got to keep it engaging for them, a new toy. They're like, oh, blocks were all last week. So I got these little, what are they? They're pegs, and usually you would just like stack them up, peg them together, or there's like a square that has holes in it and you push it into the, well, what I wanted to focus on was seeing if they could do some matching of a color. So I gave like a stack of blue ones, like 4 blue ones, already stuck together to one of the kids, and I was like, okay, here's another blue one, here's another blue, like over and over till it got kind of tall, and he was stacking it. And then I grabbed, let's pretend these are them, I grabbed 2 of them and I said, which one's blue? Touch the blue, grab the blue, whatever. And he would grab the correct one that matched and keep connecting it. So we did that with a couple colors with both of the kids. And it was not so much patterning, because they're not quite ready to like take more than one color, but just getting them the idea of like, this is the same color. I'm making a whole stack of the same color. And plus learning those color words as well. Just me saying over and over, blue, blue, which one's blue, you know? And then eventually they'll be able to say blue. So that's all I did. For Miss Sam's group, she's doing this Scholastic patterning game, and it just has literally these cards. They'll fill in the blank, they'll add their own. Very simple. It is different types of patterns, so depending on who she has, she might pull out the certain A-B patterns for some, maybe explore some other ones as a group together. And then finally, for Miss Whitney's group, we have these cute little Halloween patterns from last year, and of course they do not have a name on them because I probably chopped it off when I was cutting them. If I can find it on my like purchased items, I was probably free. I'll link it down below for you guys, but it just shows different patterns, and they had to add the cute little picture to go with it. And then as a extra, if they were able to finish that, I have these Halloween stamps, and so they just use paper to either make an A-B pattern with the 2 stamps that they chose, or an A-A-B pattern. Super fun, also Halloween, that's always engaging. And then of course, computer. So the kids are probably about to come back in, and we are going to move on to our letter review. And then today we're also doing a Room on a Broom for reading. For literacy, you'll see that we're gonna do like a retelling activity in a small group instead of whole group. So fingers crossed, I haven't done that before, we'll see. I think it might go better than whole group, honestly. And that's it. So I'll see you guys soon. Hello, it is Wednesday, which is cooking day. The kids just went outside, and today is in for nachos. So this cooking one is actually more like teacher made on the rug. So what we're gonna do is set up some cookie sheets and with foil, and then as a class we'll ask them, you know, these are our ingredients, what do you think should go on the bottom? Obviously not the cheese. It's literally just chips, shredded cheese on top, pop it in the oven to melt the cheese, and then we're gonna give them like a little cup thing of salsa. So that's probably the only thing I'm gonna prepare is the little salsas. And I'm going to set up all their crayons and their cookbooks so that can be ready. So I'm thinking what we'll do is come to the rug, model how to make the nachos with cheese super quick, throw it in the oven while they're tracing their words, coloring their pictures, then we'll divvy it out, eat it, do the second page. Then it'll be done. All right, let's get started. Alright, so we have all the crayons and the cookbook set up. So like I said, we're gonna go in the rug and we'll talk about what the ingredients are, and I have it on the slide as well. And we'll have like the real life objects as well, like a bag of tortilla chips, the shredded cheese, and then salsa. And then I will color it on the board with those realistic colors to help them, and then they'll come to their seat, do all this part. Usually we have them put it in the middle, they like stack them on top of each other, and then we have the plates ready for them to eat. And then when they're done eating, we clean up all that, and then we slide it back and flip it over, and we do this page together, starting with the thumbs, whether they liked it or not, and then I will model how to draw the nachos on the board using shapes so that they can copy it and draw it themselves. Okay, so I'm gonna use the rest of my break to finish getting the things on the rug, and then I have to also do my progress inserts because those are going home, I think on Monday, maybe Tuesday. So So I gotta get that done. So I will see you guys maybe during my second break, lunch, something like that. See you soon. Hello, it's Thursday and I'm in the middle of eating. But the kids are on their way back. I lost track of time. I know no one's surprised, but I have to show you a couple of these beat costume things before we clean it up and use it and all that, because they're all spread out very nicely. We're making our final touches today, so let me show you, and then hopefully later today, maybe tomorrow, I can wrap up this video with literacy centers as well as our books that we read, which was super fun, and anything else. All right, let's go. Stop it, right? So cute. Little honeycomb bags for them. Their name looks like the bee is flying, and then of course we added a little bit of glitter to make it fun. And then over here is our stack of headbands. We're just working through them, getting it done, getting it done. Hello, happy Friday, yay, the best day. We have completed so many things today. We had a fire drill and a lockdown drill, which are always very intense. But I wanted to quickly wrap up this video and show you guys our literacy books that we read, which are actual books, not online. And then also I want to show you the literacy centers that kind of went with it, so kind of all together. This week was letter N for nachos. So that was like the letter book that we read on Monday, and then we made our letter hats. And then on Tuesday, we read Room on the Broom, and I printed this activity, which I can link down below, to do in Miss Whitney's small group. So she did this activity one of the days, and the other day she did the letter sort activity that I share every week for letter N. This is such a fun book. We also got to watch Room on the Broom as like the movie as well. And then on Wednesday we did cooking. On Thursday we read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Bat, and we usually put our retelling things in the back with a Ziploc, and so I just had these out. We retold it all together for fun, and the kids love these kind of stories. And then today is Friday, so we did our show and share, which I will show you the poster. I keep forgetting to show you that when I look around the classroom, but I am gonna show you today because Miss Sam is doing a great job. Then for our literacy centers, obviously I have my new book thing that I'm doing. So we do our letter book, and then we do some activities that go with like that letter sorting. We do some handwriting of that letter for those two middle groups. For my lower group this week, I was actually able to do some matching activities, and they followed directions, which was super exciting. And next week I'm gonna try and get them to the table. We've been doing a lot of activities on the rug, so I'm gonna try and get them at the table. Cross your fingers. And then for my higher group, we did the word family. So we read the little book, the rat and the cat and all that, and then on the back they had to write all the word family words. They did really well with that. And then Miss Sam's group, she did her letter N, Ninja Turtle. And then she also made these cute little ghosts. I'll put them up here for you guys. We took a picture of all of them. They got to use actual glue, which is like a big deal. And they pushed on cotton balls, and we got all of our kids to actually do that craft, which was also super exciting. We're getting somewhere in here. And let's see, Miss Whitney, I already told you. I kind of am flying through this and don't even have any visuals, so very effective. Sorry about that. I'll show you a couple of things when we go around the room. Then for social emotional, we had our worried feeling, which is kind of a big one, you know. A lot of the kids don't really understand what it means to feel worried, like with their body. So we talked about how your stomach might hurt, how your heart could be beating really fast when you're worried, and then what to do when you're worried is to take some deep breaths, always talk to an adult about it so they can help you with what your worry is. And then we all gave some examples of things that we felt worried about before. Let me show you some of the cute things around the room. All right, here's our Ninja Turtles. And then this is letter N, show and share. Also wanted to show you all the ones from the past, but really cute pictures. And we're working on our farm for November. How cute is this barn so far? All right, so that's it for this week. I did not post my Tuesday talk that I recorded last week, even though it was recorded. Somehow time got the best of me, and it was like Tuesday night, and I was like, oh no, I didn't post it. So I'm gonna post that one for this Tuesday coming up, and then hopefully I will do another video for Tuesday Talk for the following week. We'll see how it goes, you know? But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it that big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. We'd love to have you around, and click that notification bell. I will see you guys soon. Bye.